This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2004 Ford F350 crew cab short bed single rear wheel. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's Lariat, which is leather. Has an 8-inch lift, 40-inch Toyo tires. Has 175,272 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Denver, Colorado. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Basically, the attorneys for the insurance company do not want to be sued by whoever buys it from us. So their way of divorcing this truck forever is to give it a salvage title. That way, if something happens to whoever buys it from us, can't go after them because they have more money than we do. It's basically as simple as that. It's all about the attorneys. Anyway, we bring them here, we do an inspection. My guy's right. 40-inch Toyo tires, look 95% tread. We did call up to find out what exactly a 40-inch Toyo cost. Our price is between $800 and $850 a piece. So there's about $3,400, $3,500 worth of tires before tax. So somebody just spent about $4 grand on this truck. So they liked it enough to do that. And obviously it's got a lot of suspension going on here. We had to replace the rear sway bar links. They're 8-inch sway bar links, so it's an 8-inch lift. This fender is an original white Ford fender that we had. At some point, the previous fender on this truck had a big dent right here. Obviously, there's a little scrape here. Right here, like somebody hit it with something. It wasn't a car accident because it wasn't down low. It was right there. So we replaced it. We just put one of ours on it. So it's got factory paint on it. Is it a beautiful truck? No. It's got things like that. It's got a little bit of that. It's just huge and it runs great. Mechanically, what we've done to it, we whip out my notes here again. All right, what have we done? It driver door handle, door cylinder and ignition, all theft damage. It's got a new turbo. The turbo was a pile of crap. It wasn't working right, so we replaced it. Number 3 injector is new. Rear sway bar links and front steering shock. Note, there is no cat or muffler. That is straight pipe that we put on this truck, right? So if you're an Arizona buyer, you must have a cat. It's the law. We will add $425 to any Arizona buyer. If you're from out of state and want a cat, we'll add $425 if you let us know. We'll get it done before you come to drive it home or before it ships out. We replaced the fender. I told you about that. Carfax shows an accident 1/5/09. No details provided. We see nothing. And it appears by the Carfax that it never stopped being driven. So it was probably pretty minor and not real noteworthy because they don't give any details of it. They don't even tell you really when it was. They're just reporting it in 09. But anyway, I keep walking around this thing. Joey's gonna help me because it's huge. Open things up and take the oil cap off and the whole bit. It's got these diff covers on the front and rear that are very expensive, by the way. I think they're like $400 or $500 a whack, aren't they? And then got some blackout tail lights on it. If you want to just buy this thing and part it out patiently, you probably make more than you're paying for the truck for sure. All right, Joey just fired this guy up. First thing we're going to look for is Ford stamps. Ford stamp right there. Ford stamp right here. Ford stamp right here. There's your blow-by. Ford stamp there. Ford stamp right there. There's a diff cover right there. That's a lot of truck. The front bumper cover has been rhino lined. The previous owner decided to put this bumper on it and then just shave the bottom half of the the grill, which is interesting. You've never seen that before. The purpose of these videos really isn't to sell the truck. The truck will sell itself. The purpose of these videos really is to make sure that whoever buys this truck knows what they're buying. All right, and there's no drama. We have plenty of people looking at these vehicles. We don't need to make the wrong person buy it by BSing them. So here we go. Here's the Kelley Blue Book for a Lariat short bed with 175,000 miles. Typical listing price would be $13,100, okay? That's on the salvage title, and it's got a theft history, so it's not going to be that much. All right. Carfax-based value. So they blend the Carfax that Carfax does with Kelly, and they say history and events affecting this vehicle's value. Carfax history-based value is $11,350, with the salvage due to theft and with the damage due to vandalism, the driver door handle ignition. That's what they come up with. Okay. So here's the actual Carfax itself. There's the VIN. We did this Carfax 12/9 of 19, which was yesterday. It was pouring rain, so we brought it inside from detail and waited till it wasn't pouring rain, which is why we got mud everywhere. So here's that 1/5 of 9. Incident was first available for display on Carfax 5/1 of 17. Who knows what that was? It was probably nothing, because they didn't stop driving the vehicle at all. It does have some very nice services, especially in the last 50,000 miles. Someone really started taking care of it. Of course, they dumped a fortune in this truck, so maybe that's why. So if you wanted a lifted truck, somebody's already spent all the money that really it takes to do that. See all these great services right here? Nice, right? All right, let's see. One last page. Bum, bum, bum. The last service they did was 174,000 miles. They did a valve cover gasket. It was stolen 15 days later, 7:30. Recovered 8/6. It says damage to right front. That's probably that passenger fender that had that ding where the emblem is. All right, so that's that. So now you've seen the Kelly and the Carfax. Here's the title itself that was issued to Allstate. There's the VIN to Allstate. Allstate took title to this thing October 21st of 19. This title was assigned to Wheel Kinetics with 175,242 miles by Allstate. Okay, so very important for everyone to see everything we know and everything we have so that they can make good decisions. All right, very important. So we show you everything, that way it ends up in the right garage. A lot of people will be very happy with this truck, with whatever's wrong with it, whatever's right with it, but what they don't want is a surprise, and we don't like surprises either. All right, so we don't offer them. Surprises are no bueno. Did have a video screen in it that was obviously stolen. We left that there. It's easy to cover those, to buy the fabric and cover them, but someone's probably going to want to do that again, so we're just leaving it there. Boy, this is a big boy. This is one of the bigger trucks I've had to deal with. I'm kind of wishing I had a step ladder here. That's quite a hike up into this up into this truck. I mean, all right. Grab the old shit handle and get in there, right? All right. So all the windows and locks. Here's the mirror. Out, in, down, up, other side, out, in, up and down, tilt wheel, boom, heated seat. Let's see, there's your seat back, up, and down, forward a little bit because I'm short, boom. Now the fun part. Let's see, grab a handful of this and pull. All right. Put on your oxygen mask. Tray table's in the upright position. Alrighty then. All right, obviously they stole the radio. So you got the radio here. That probably went with the DVD player. We don't do radios here. They're so cheap to buy at Best Buy, and they have Bluetooth and whatever you want, that you might as well, we just stopped doing it, because inevitably people just put them, here's the pedal moving up and down, people just put their own thing in and we will waste $100 on it. That's your overdrive. Let's see what else we got. Put it in neutral. Go into 4 low. So that says low range 4x4. Let's see if I can avoid wrecking into this nice Honda here and turning into a monster truck show here. God, this thing is freaking huge. These are big posts out here. We're right next to them, height-wise. That's for low and drive and reverse. So that's in 4 low. Then we're gonna go to neutral. We're gonna go to 4 high. Low range goes away. Now we're at 4 high. Oh yeah, a little bit quicker for sure. In reverse. Perfect. All right, that works fine. Now we're gonna go to 2-wheel drive and go for a ride. All right, obviously you need plates and insurance. So if you're gonna come here and drive it home, we have to take it to the cops to get a level 3 inspection done. Once we have that level 3 inspection, we can get a restored salvage title. Then we can issue you plates to drive home with, and you can call your insurance guy and get insurance. Obviously that is mandatory, okay? So, that's $200. $200 to restore the title. Then we have a $250 dock fee. And then we have taxes, of course. Taxes are whatever your state tax rate is. Could be 0, could be 10%, whatever your state tax rate is, plus our city of 2.6% is what you'll pay for taxes. So if you come here, you'll pay your state plus our city, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're obligated to pay is agreed upon price, and that's it. Unless you want to have us restore the title before it ships out, that'll let us know at the time of purchase. We'll add $200 and we will do that, okay? You will have the vehicle shipped to you. Once we have full payment, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address, sign it off to you, scan it into your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope, we mail it in, all right? The truck will show up at your house. You already have the title in the mail. Once the truck shows up by your shipper, you'll just go down to motor vehicles in your city and get plates. Simple, all right? If you need help with shipping, ask Joey when we start the online thing. And Joey's very good at arranging shipping, or at least giving you names if you need names. If you want him to arrange it, let us know. He'll do it, you know, add it to the price if that's what you want, or you're welcome to do it yourself. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. So please make sure you get your deposit in, okay? Last part of every video, I say the same thing. We don't have salesmen to pay, so you're not paying for that in the price of the car. You're not paying for bottled water with our name on it. You're not paying for a lounge to hang out in and play video games and eat scones. All that crap is at the auto mall about a mile away from here. You're also not paying for a really premium zip code location. You just saw where I came from. That's industrial, not at the auto mall. So all that stuff is added to the price of the vehicle when you buy it at the auto mall. They also charge for one other thing. They know that when you buy a vehicle from them and something breaks, you're going to come back and want it fixed. So of course they pump up the price when they sell it to you to pay for future repairs. We don't pump up the price for future repairs because we're not going to fix your truck. There's a little bit of give and take here. We give you tons of information, the Kelly, the Carfax, what we fixed, what we know about it, what we've done. You know, like I told you, we replaced the fender with a used fender. We replaced the turbo. We tell you everything. Give you the Carfax so you can be the owner and be as knowledgeable as we are about the vehicle on day one. What we don't know and you don't know is when it's going to decide to break. Every single car out here will break. Every single car is different. If it decides that, you know, one of the windows isn't going to work the day you get it, then you're going to have to go buy a window motor or a switch, something. We're not buying anything for this truck from the day you're the owner, okay? I wish this slow guy would move. This thing runs great. For these big tires, it's got a nice ride. Of course, you know, they're not knockoff tires, they're Toyo, so that would figure. I actually think you could drive this on the interstate and not go crazy. I don't think you'd want to drive it all the way to LA, but I'll bet you could drive this thing to Phoenix and not be driven mad. I think it'd be all right. Feels pretty tight. I mean, usually they're real floaty when they're lifted like this, but whoever did this lift did a really nice job. Anyway, that's how we operate. Just please know that. This also takes up a lot of space, you know, so, you know, aside from the 5 things that you're not paying for, that you are paying for at the auto mall, you're also not paying for space here. our place is packed and this thing's huge. So I'm sure my brother is gonna want this thing gone quicker than he will this BMW because it takes up so much space. So take advantage of that. I think that would be probably a pretty good thing. I think that's about it. Thank you for your time.